more and more consumers are adopting e-commerce as their primary channel for shopping, whether it is groceries, electronics, apparel, fashion, you name it, right? As the share of e-commerce grows in the whole retail industry, it is imperative for retailers to address some of the chronic problems that they have faced from the day e-commerce started. Conversion rates, which are in the low single digits, cart abandonment rate averaging in the 70+%, and obviously shipping costs, which are a necessary evil in the whole e-commerce industry, right? We will parse through these issues in a series of conversations with Jon Nordeen, a senior retail executive and ex-CIO at Kohl and Hudson's Bay Company, and Akhilesh Srivastava, CEO and founder at FenixCommerce, and learn about how Phoenix is enabling retailers to improve both top line and costs by leveraging shipping and shipping information as a key lever. So I think with that we have covered the value that Phoenix can bring to the top line side of e-commerce, right? We'll now start peeling the onion on how it drives the cost side of the equation. Okay. So John and Akhilesh, shipping costs are obviously a significant cost of an e-commerce operation, potentially between 6 to 10%, depending on range of order value. Therefore, reducing and addressing shipping costs has always been a recurring initiative for most of them. John, what retailers do they use? What tools to address this perpetual cost element, apart from the usual carrier rate negotiations that they do on a regular basis, right? A second part of the question, a key component of the cost of shipping is obviously the bane of split shipments, right? How do retailers try to manage this? Just give your perspective on these two parts, John.
Yeah, so many large retailers have shipping optimization engines that are often embedded in their order management fulfillment systems. And those engines search the retailer's inventory, at least their DCs and perhaps their stores as well, to find where the inventory is and what the optimal way from a cost standpoint is to fulfill the customer's order. Alternate delivery methods can also help, such as buy online, pick up in store. The inventory is already in the store, right? It's not that expensive to pick it and hold it in a customer service area within the store. Another lever, I guess, the retailers pull today is offering enhanced, i.e. faster shipping to help generate some revenue to offset costs. But today those offers are limited to the shopping cart rather than being able to do it on the product page. So therefore they may not be as powerful as they could be.
Even on the cart page, let me ask you, like even in the checkout, in your experience, have you seen retailers being able to dynamically do carrier rate shopping, for example, in the checkout? Or you think that's generally post-order stages when they do this kind of optimization?
I think it varies from retailer to retailer. Some have that capability. Some focus on working with one shipping company because they have favorable contract in place. Some of the smaller ones may not have either of those capabilities in place. And you know, the Phoenix tool offers the shipping optimization engine and enables it not only on the back end to help manage costs, but on the front end. And because the front end is synchronized with the back end because they're powered by the same engine, that leads to fewer cancellations, which is another driver of back end expense, right? So that Phoenix, even if a retailer has some of these capabilities, Phoenix can take it to another level and help the retailer lower their back-end expenses.
That is true. So Akhilesh, obviously some of your customers have reduced shipping costs and split shipments. Tell us how they've fared and how they did it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I would love to talk about Dermalogica. They are one of the Unilever brands. And before Dermalogica, when you started using Phoenix, they were shipping from a couple of DCs of their own, and they were essentially experiencing about 25% split shipment rate, uh, just coming from two different DCs. They came to us earlier this year. They said, hey, we want to improve customer experience starting on the product pages, communicating the delivery value proposition, free shipping, and everything which Phoenix brings to the table. But also they said, hey, we have another initiative from operations standpoint where instead of just shipping from two locations, we want to expand the number of locations from where shipping. And we are obviously just with two, they were shipping, seeing 25%. So there was a concern that what will happen if they go from 2 to 5, 6, 7, 8 distribution centers across the US. What will it do to kind of the split shipment and subsequently the incremental shipping cost which they have to incur? We put in Phoenix, and long story short, the kind of results they have seen by kind of real-time optimizations which are happening on the product pages, cart and checkout, to do a couple of things. One is, what is the best location to ship the order from while people are still in the cart and checkout, making those promises based on the in real-time inventory awareness in the network. Not just inventory awareness, it's also even the capacity at individual location. It's capacity which carrier has given to pick up from individual location. How do you kind of distribute and send the orders downstream should a customer were to buy right upstream? So really connecting the entire stage of life cycle stages from back-end operation standpoint and putting it from the customer experience perspective, it has helped us. Dermalogica has seen their split shipment rate that has come down from 25% to 2% post Phoenix, while they have gone from 2 distribution centers to 7 now. 5 of them, they are being managed by their third-party 3PL partner. And essentially, at the same time, the conversion on the product page cart checkout essentially has gone up by 19%. So conversion went up, split shipment rate came down dramatically, customer experience is much, much better. And that's where the loyalty loop starts working, right? Which is you are doing what you say you are doing while doing at the optimal cost. You are able to offer these promotions we talked about to the customers dynamically. And that has just been a boon for their D2C business, for Dermalogica, essentially.
Wow, from 25% to 2%.
Yep, over 90%, almost 95% reduction in their split shipment.
Incredible. That's a phenomenal result, right?
Yeah.
And obviously that would have led to reduction in the shipping costs because of reduction in split shipments itself, right?
That's right.
Awesome. So basically you're at the forefront of driving this paradigm shift from shipping being treated as purely an expense item to it being looked at as a dynamic marketing on operational level, right? It's incredible. So no, I was going to go into our next area. Before that, if Akhilesh, you've got some closing comments on that point.
Yeah, I mean, only one thing, again, going back to the way I see the opportunity, right, is this is one of the biggest spend if you look at any e-commerce P&L. And then if you look at compare it with pricing and promotions in general on merchandising side or marketing optimization or promotions versus shipping, you look at the amount of spend which is going versus the kind of things which retailers have done in last 20 years, it's very disparate, right? And that's where the opportunity really lies, right? That how do you take this spend and find better ways to spend the money, create better experience, and drive your business forward.
Right. John, you have anything to add to that before we move on to auto cancellation, the next topic?
No, I think that was very, very well covered by Akhilesh.